news. Some huge news regarding another forward who could be coming to the Premier League. David Ornstein of The Athletic is reporting that Arsenal are exploring a move for Vinicius Jr. How do you like the sound of that?
I love the sound of that.
Thought you might.
That sounds good. They're the kind of moves that I need to be seeing.
That's what you wanted to hear.
That's a big move, yeah, because that's a statement move. That's a statement signing. You know, fans will get excited about that. Players will get excited about that. And he's a fantastic player. He's a young player. He's electric. We've seen what he can do with Real Madrid, playing in the Champions League. He's got that kind of experience as well. He's a winner. So I think that would be a great signing. To be honest, though, even him, you know, being one of the best wingers in the world, he's going to have to get used to the Premier League because it's a lot more physical than La Liga. But there's no doubt about it, he's one of the world's best.
And how would he fit in? Because he's expecting to start every game. Someone would have to make way for Vinny Jr.
He would. Everyone's making way for him.
Yeah.
If he comes to the Arsenal, you know, Martinelli's there, Trossard's there, right? And then Eze sometimes he plays that. Yeah, Trossard's off already. Martinelli's there, Eze's there, but Eze is more of a number 10 for me. He can play in that wide area, but Vinny Jr. comes. I mean, he's going in everyone's team.
Yeah.
Straight away. There's no question about that. And
how would that help
bring
Gyökeres
balance
as well?
It would help. It would help Gyökeres massively as well because he's going to be getting to the line. He's going to be putting balls in the box. But the most important thing, and I said this from the beginning, Arsenal have been lopsided for years. You know, obviously Arsenal relies so much on the right-hand side with Saka out there. Obviously Odegaard and Saka was a link-up duo. Odegaard's not been playing as much recently. But if Arsenal were to make that signing and then have that kind of balance on both sides, it would really have defenders guessing because you can't now automatically just go and double up on one side every time Arsenal are going to attack. You have to think about what's happening on the other side. So that would be an amazing signing. That's the kind of statement signing I think all Arsenal fans want to see. Because Arsenal fans, you know, I still live in North London, you know, everyone is frustrated with the business that Arsenal have done so far. So something like that would get everyone really excited. Everyone will be down to the Emirates buying Vinny shirts, I'm sure.
Could that potentially explain why they've been quiet? Because they've been working on that move behind the scenes.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Well, if you look at Solis, he's gone in there, and I'm not saying that he's, you know, he must be a really good young player for Mikel to look at him and say, we want to bring him in, make him the first signing. And then Vinny Jr, obviously he could be the main signing. And even if that was it, Solis and Vinny Jr, that I would look at that and say, that's a very good window. But I do feel like they need to bring a defender in, especially because Saliba is injured. We don't know how long Saliba is going to be out for. It was reported that he doesn't need back surgery anymore, but he's going to miss a few months for sure. That's why I say John Stones would be amazing because you ain't got to pay nothing for him. And then, can you imagine Vinny Jr and Alvarez? Them two signings there, that would be fire. But if Vinny Jr, if this could happen, I mean, the fact that the Athletic's reporting it means it's, you know, it's real. It's a real source.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Arsenal fans are going to get excited. I'm excited.
They should. It's early stages. However, David Ornstein is usually a very reputable source, isn't he, when it comes to transfers? I have to say to our viewers, I'm sorry about these coughing fits. It seems to be whenever you come on set. I don't know what aftershave you've got.
It's not my aftershave either.
Yeah,
I ain't wearing none.
But I'm allergic to it, all right, Jay? We're going to need to change it up for next time. So could the fact Vinicius Jr might be leaving for Arsenal be the reason Real Madrid are desperately trying to sign Diamande? And what do you think? Have you seen much of the Leipzig player?
I like Diamande. I think he's a very good young player. Again, the money that Leipzig are looking for, I'm not sure. Like the £100 million, I don't think they're going to get that for him. For £100 million plus, I want to be signing the best winger in the world. To me, Diamande is not one of the best wingers in the world right now. There's no doubt about it. He could be if he keeps progressing. He's got a ceiling. He's young. He can keep improving. But I think Real Madrid are looking at more like the Elise. I think if they lose someone like Vinny Jr, who's arguably one of the best, they're going to have to go and sign someone that's arguably one of the best. And that would be the likes of Elise. So I can see Liverpool getting this one.
Yeah.
I can, because Salah's left. He can play on the right, Diamandi. That goal we see earlier, that's him playing off the right. But he plays on the left. We see that in the World Cup, where he was playing off the left too. So there's lots of options there. And I feel like that's the one that Liverpool will probably go all out for, because you have to replace Salah's goal somewhere. Obviously, Isak's going to be fit as well. So hopefully he can hit the ground running this season with a good pre-season. But I feel like Diamandi will be going, well, if it's not PSG. But then even then with PSG, I'm looking at that and I'm saying, where are you playing? Are you better than Doué?
Yeah.
Are you better than Dembele? You know, are you better than these players? You know, they just signed a striker as well. So it's like, I don't know where.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, Kvaratskhelia. Like, I don't know where he would be going in to start there, and then that could stifle his progression. So if I'm him and his management, I would look at the pathway.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would say to myself, okay, I'm a young player. I can go to Liverpool, play week in, week out. And I'm not saying Liverpool is a stepping stone, because they're one of the biggest clubs in the world. But if you do really well at Liverpool, you know, Real Madrid are coming again, Barcelona are coming again, all the big nations are coming, Bayern Munich, they're all coming. So if it was me, I'd be telling my player to go somewhere where you can play week in, week out, and you know, you're going to be in the best league in the world.
You say 100 million, you want the best winger in world football, but I mean, look what City have just done with Elliot Anderson. Chelsea have done with Morgan Rogers, one of the best midfielders in the world.
Elliot Anderson's definitely one of the best midfielders in the world, for me.
I feel like 100 million plus is now the going rate for
It is
a
the going rate.
top quality player.
I mean, I've been talking about this with my friends for a long time now. It was Chelsea. Chelsea disturbed the market a few years ago when they spent 105 on Enzo Fernandez, and they spent 112 or something like that on Caicedo.
Yeah.
Of course, when the market has been disrupted like that, every other club is saying, okay, well, we think our midfielder is worth more than that. We think he's better than that, so we're not taking anything less. You know, Declan Rice was 100 million. If you was to buy Declan Rice now, you're paying like 120 for him. You know, at that moment, 100 million was the going rate.
And the rest, I reckon.
At that moment, that was the going rate. But again, like, if you want to buy one of the world's best attacking players, right? And we're talking about Elise's, then it's the 120 million pounds. But if we're talking about Diamandi and he's like, what is he, 19 years old? Like, he's just starting out. You know, I'm not paying top dollar for Diamandi. That's not proven. He's in the German league. Yes, it is a good league, but to be paying that kind of money so soon, I can't justify that. But there are clubs that are going to be desperate for that kind of player in that position. That's why I say Liverpool. Liverpool have put the same bid in for Real Madrid. Maybe there can be some more add-ons. Maybe there could be more up front. But at the end of the day, I still feel like it's a lot of money, even for Liverpool, for Premier League clubs. I think it's a lot for someone so young and that's fairly inexperienced.
Yeah. But dig around those academies, there's probably someone similar in there.
He didn't have a great World Cup either.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.